Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh. Hi everybody out there. We are doing a sound check to make sure that the live streams are functioning properly. So if you're on Facebook Live or on YouTube right now, watching us live, give us a thumbs up. Let us know if you can hear me. We are about to get started, but we want to make sure that the audio is working first. Arnie for being here. Okay, looks like we've got Maud who's watching. Thanks, Maud, for letting us know that it's working. Okay, looks like Coach Max is on. All right, good. And looks like that might be, I'm guessing that might be Layla using her mom's name. It's good to see you joining us tonight, Layla. I know you took a nice long walk with Ibrahim today. Hope your legs can handle my house of pain.
There we go. Kate's got the microphone, so we got to use this different sound check here. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the March 31st edition of the SabreCat remote practice from Coach David and Coach Kate's dining room in Tarrant County, Texas. Service we're making to the entire fencing community during the COVID-19 health emergency. As a reminder, fencing clubs are the backbone of the sport of fencing. Most of us operate on a very tight margin. And for the duration of this emergency, there are no in-person classes or lessons taking place. I urge you, if you are capable, reach out to your local fencing club and see if they need help getting through this so there can be a place for you to go back to. Everyone's income stream for lessons, tournament coaching, refereeing, and all the rest has taken a huge hit. Please support your local fencing club. All right, first we have our trivia question of the day. What is the length in centimeters of a fencing saber? All right. In today's fencing news, USA Fencing has promised they will have updated qualification paths for Summer Nationals posted by April 9th. Also, all schools here in County have announced additional closures through May 4th due to an expanded order by Governor Abbott. Manhattan Fencing Center this weekend on Friday night will be hosting a free virtual dance fitness class at 5:30 Eastern Time on Friday. Check out their Facebook page for more information. For those of you who are looking for some yoga classes to replace the classes we used to do with Marsha on Tuesdays, check over the free yoga videos over on Amazon streaming. Tonight is the second night of our expanded online program. We'll continue to broadcast these live footwork practices as public service to the entire fencing community, but our conditioning and target drills classes are moving to a different, more interactive service. CEFC members received emails over the weekend detailing how to access, and tonight, Miss Jade and Coach Kate and myself will stand ready to help if you need to get in. Please text us, direct message on Facebook, or email one of us. We'll be using Zoom tonight together with the SugarWatt app to push out great content for CEFC members. If you are not a CEFC member and are interested in taking advantage of the interactive target drill sessions we'll be running immediately following this broadcast, please drop us a line and we'll be happy to help you become a member of the SabreCat online community. The first time you join is free, and then we can talk about discuss membership options. All right, SabreCat Reach Out Challenge. Who did you contact today that is outside the people that you were living with? Very important to do. All right, Tony Escueda sent in this joke. Did you know that the first French fries were not actually cooked in France? They were cooked in Greece. There we go. All right, a preview of tomorrow night's practice. We're working on direction changes and check steps. And the answer to today's trivia question, the total maximum length of a saber is defined in the rule book, Rule M21 if you must know, as 105 centimeters. And now, on with the practice. Remember, safety first. Clear your area. No trip hazards. That means all pets, toys, chairs, and siblings out of the way. Spectators need to be 2 blade lengths away. And you are participating at this in your own risk. Tonight is Coach Kate's House of Pain footwork conditioning session. Hope you're ready to work because I know she has something very special for you.
Good evening, everyone. This is Coach Kate, and thanks for joining in my House of Pain session tonight. Today is the 31st, so a lot of things that we're going to be doing are going to be held to a count of 31, or you'll be doing a total of 31 different actions. So keep that in mind. Those of you that have access to the SugarWOD app, you should have already looked at the footwork routine that we're going to be doing this evening. That way there are no surprises. That'll even let you print it off ahead of time if you want something on a piece of paper in order to be able to follow along. Okay, we're going to start with our normal warm-ups. So right arm down. Make sure you're walking as you spin your right arm. Do about 12 to 15 steps. And then spin your left arm going forward. Each of these warm-ups will be done for about 12 to 15 steps. Okay, next is right arm spinning backward. Get that arm up as straight as you can. You don't want to just be doing little half motions. You want to really get a full shoulder rotation on that. All right, and now spin your left arm going backwards. Again, make sure you're walking. We want to do these as mobile stretches, not as static or stationary ones. Good. Next is big hugs. Clap behind you, wrap around in front. Make sure you're changing the arm that's on top. And again, you're really trying to expand out your shoulders, really get a good stretch across your chest muscles. This shouldn't be fast, but you should be doing full range of motion. Okay, good. And now just shake it out. So just do actions where you're just relaxing your arms, you're relaxing your shoulders, shake it out. This is to help you practice for Manhattan's dance party class on Friday. So shake it, shake it, shake it. Good. Now hopefully your shoulders, your neck, and your back are feeling loose. Next, we're going to move down toward our hips and our legs. Next, please do knees to elbows where you go across your body. Okay, keep your back straight. Take a step with each action. Keeping your back straight is really important. That gives you more range of motion, especially if you've been slumped at a desk or in a chair today like I have. You got to make sure that you keep that back straight. Good. Now next is knee to chest. So you'll pull your knee up, hold it for just a moment, take a step, hold it for just a moment, take a step, hold it for just a moment. This is as much, as I've mentioned before, to work your balance as it is to stretch your muscles. And again, it shouldn't just be like you're touching your hands. You're actually pulling up into your chest. Okay, next one is going to be foot to hip. This is the one where if you have any knee issues, then you're going to have to modify just by doing foot taps. Everybody else, pull your foot up, take a step, foot up, take a step, foot up, take a step. We're working that balance. It's going to be easier for you to do this if you keep your back straight. Good. The next one is the one that's hardest to do well. These are Supermans. This is where you grab your foot behind you with the same hand on the same side, and then you lean yourself forward. The more you lean, the more of a stretch you get in the top of your leg and in your calf muscle of the leg still on the ground. Then you'll take a step and then grab and lean. This one is really hard to do well. You really need to slow down on this. Really check your balance. I like doing this one before tournaments because I can always check my balance and see how I'm doing for the day. Especially with allergies, that kind of messes up your ears. Hi, Ivan. And that way I just am able to do a physical check. It doesn't fix anything, but it just helps me be aware that I might be a little bit more out of balance because of a slight illness or some allergies. Okay, keep going. These take a little bit longer if you're doing them well. You should be feeling a good stretch in the top of your leg. Good. Okay, do a couple more. Again, if you've been sitting a lot today, this one should feel really good. Somebody really wants my attention. Okay, and the last stretch that we're going to do is going to be those windmills or toe touches, depending on what you want to call them. The more you got your hand up in the back, then the more stretch you're going to get on the back of your leg. So do one step, keep your toe up off the ground, lean into it. Lean into it with each step. Good. Yeah, and you should feel that in the back of your leg, also in your calf muscles. If you can't reach your toes, that's okay. Go down as far as you can. You don't want it to be painful, but it's probably going to be a little uncomfortable. But if all you can do is grab your shin, that's okay. Hopefully, in several weeks, if you're practicing with us consistently, you'll be able to touch your toes. Good. Okay. I'm going to set my timer for 1 minute. Do a body check. Just kind of see what your body needs. If it needs more stretching, you might want to stretch out your shoulders a little bit. If you don't need any additional stretches, then please just lightly jog in place. So let me get my timer going. Just 1 minute where you're doing what your body needs. All right, almost done. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good. So while I'm telling you about this first series that we're going to be doing, make sure that you've got your water bottle nearby. You want to be able to grab it really quickly so that you're not wasting any time away from the house of pain drinking some of that precious liquid. So just have it within reach. We're actually not going to be moving hardly at all in this very first part. So if you had checked out tonight's footwork workout on Sugar Wad, you would have seen that we're going to start in an on guard position. So everybody get into on guard. Okay, and you're going to hold this position for 30 seconds. Do not stand up at the end of the 30 seconds, because what will happen next is you'll sink a little lower and you'll hold that for 30 seconds. Then you'll sink a little lower and you'll hold that for 30 seconds. Then we'll come back up to that second position for 30 seconds and then back to your regular on guard for 30 seconds. You should feel your thighs burning at the end. Do not stand up. Resist the urge. If you want to spread your feet a little wider, you can do that to get that nice stretch, but you are going to resist the urge to stand up. Okay, so here we go for the first 30 seconds. Let me set my timer. Okay, get in your regular on guard position, and here we go. So I hope everybody's having a good week. I'll chat a little bit about my week just to keep you a little distracted. I'm an instructional designer during the day at Texas Wesleyan. So that means I got to move my office home to my home office. Thankfully, I have a standing desk, which I have always enjoyed. 5 seconds left in this round. 3, 2, 1. Okay, and sink a little lower. And here we go. And so what I have been doing is kind of on the back end of what many of you have been experiencing on the front end. You've had your teachers building all of these online resources, online classes, online materials for you. Well, I'm one of the people that would help train them to develop all of these things and get them up online. 5 seconds left in this. 3, 2, 1. Okay, sink a little lower and go. And so we ended up training 175 faculty members on how to use Blackboard Collaborate to give their students virtual classes. So we've still got professors that are, scheduled to teach face-to-face at certain times during the week and during the day. They're still doing that. Okay, 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and back to that second position, so not quite as deep, and go. And it's been really impressive to see all of these people mobilize so quickly. Students have all been attending class pretty faithfully. They have overcome some technical issues themselves, but it's just been an incredible experience to see a whole campus work together in such a neat way. I hope that you're experiencing similar things at your school. 3, 2, 1. Okay, back to regular on guard position. Here we go. Do not stand up. You're almost done. You can do this. Stay there. Stay there. Almost there. Okay, almost there. You're halfway done. Okay, do not stand up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so stay in on guard. Now shift to where you're only balancing on the back foot. This will be for 15 seconds, then we'll switch to the front foot. And back foot, go. So I've been talking to some of you, and some of you have gotten more work than others, but it sounds like 4, 3, 2, 1, and front foot, go. Sounds like your teachers have been really attempting to keep things going in as normal a fashion as possible. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now you can stand up. Get a drink of water. Good job. It's amazing how painful it can be to basically stand in place. Hopefully your thighs are burning right now. I haven't quite gotten the waves of hate coming my way yet, so I guess I'm going to have to work you a little harder in this next round. Okay, so as you're getting your water, you're going to do 31 advances, then you're going to do 31 lunges, you'll do 31 retreats, and 31 advanced lunges. Because you're in different spaces, I can't, of course, tell you how many advances or retreats are going to fit in the space that you're in. Just be very aware of your surroundings. Be aware of the people and furniture that might be around you. If you're practicing in your garage, be aware of maybe some oil that, one of the cars put down in the driveway. Just be really, really careful during this section, please. Okay, here we go. Everybody on guard, please. And 31 advances. Begin. Sometimes it's really hard for Coach David and I to estimate how much time to give you. So remember, if we're rushing you, you'll just have to play this again and pause so that way you can get all 31 in. So that'll give you a chance to do this whole workout again for a second time. Okay, and move to 31 lunges. As always, make sure your hand is going out as you push. You can vary the size of your lunge as you're practicing. You can do small ones. You can do as large as you can and kind of drag your back foot a little bit. Make sure that your shoulder remains relaxed and that your hand is not up above your head. You want it about shoulder height as you're lunging. Pretend that you've got a weapon in your hand. No locking your elbow or your shoulder either. As you recover, go back to on guard, back to on guard, and then start again. Okay, and here, and then maybe a little harder, and then recover. Okay, if you need to reset because you're running out of room, that's okay. Or if you want to turn around in your space, that's fine too. You have some choices to be making, and that's going to be dependent on what is in the space around you. Okay, next, please do 31 retreats. Same thing, you can do small ones, you can do big ones. Just be aware of what you're doing. Be purposeful in your practice. Make it the size that you intend it to be. And for Pete's sake, keep your feet shoulder width apart, please. Okay, and finally, we're going to do 31 advanced lunges. Same thing as with your lunges. Start moving your hand and then do your advanced lunge. You might want to do a big advance and a small lunge. Mix it up, but 31 of those, please. Recover back each time, not forward. Keep your feet apart as you're doing it. Stay long enough in your lunge so that you know that you're balanced. It shouldn't just be advanced lunge, advanced lunge, advanced lunge, because then you're getting sloppy. You're not really having a good practice experience. Okay, again, because I have to estimate how much time you're going to need. If I cut you off before you finished all 31, that's on me. It's not because you're going too slowly. If you finished already, you've probably done them too fast, though. right, finish them up. Okay, good. Everybody halt, done or not. We're going to take a 2-minute break, get some water, stretch out things that are really tight. We're going to do this whole series again, this time on your non-dominant side. So get yourself mentally ready for that as you get a drink of water. I really want you to have your 2 minutes of rest. We certainly don't want to cause any injuries here. Take this time to take stock of your body, figure out what's tight. Probably your front leg is a little sore. You might want to do some more of those mobile stretches. Do not just stand still though. I don't expect you to be jogging, but I do expect you to be moving, keeping active, and stretching, maybe just lightly jogging in place, that's fine. But especially do not sit down, do not cross your legs. That's really bad when you're in the middle of an exercise routine to sit and cross those legs. Okay, take some more water in if you need it. We've got about 1 minute left, and then we'll do this again. For those of you that have access to the SugarWOD app, we have 2 basic workouts. They're posted on Monday and Wednesday calendars, but you're certainly free to do them any day of the week. The one for yesterday was called Jump, Jump, Jump. The one for tomorrow is called Dr. Doolittle's Day. I'm not going to tell you why they have those titles. They are designed for kids, and they're definitely a different kind of exercise routine. All right, you got 5 seconds left. Okay, put that top back on your water bottle. All right, so we're going to go back to on guard, this time with your non-dominant side. And you're going to start in that on guard position for 30 seconds, sink a little lower, then sink a little lower, come back up to that second position, back up to regular on guard. Each time, 30 seconds. Resist the urge to stand up. Widen your feet if you're getting tired. Do not straighten your knees. All right, here we go. And in 3, 2, 1, on guard. Good. Okay, I got to talk to a fencer that I hadn't talked to in a while today. I chatted for a little bit with Layla. Okay, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Sink a little lower. Here we go. And it was really good to chat with her. Those of you that participated in the Zoom class last night for drills, I can't even tell you how happy I was to see all of you again. I know you've been doing the footwork classes, but we're just not able to interact with you like we were in that Zoom session. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, sink a little bit lower. Do not stand up. There we go. And so I know that I'm really enjoying doing this live stream for anyone who wants to watch. I think it's really great that the fencing community can be united like this. But then I'm also glad that now we're capable of having those sessions with our members, with our SabreCats. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. Back to that second position. Resist the urge to stand up. Spread your feet a little wider if you're starting to get tired. I think because fencing is such a part of your extended family and it's such a part of your community, It's been really important to us to find ways to stay connected to our friends throughout the country and throughout the world. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, you should be back now in normal on guard position. There we go. But then also stay connected directly with our members and our fellow SabreCat members. So I'm really enjoying this format because then we kind of get the best of both worlds. We still get to provide a service to the fencing community, but then we also get to take care of our members. Okay, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do not stand up. Okay, balance on your back foot, 15 seconds. Here we go. Now. You're almost done. Almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now balance on that front foot. Here we go. Good. Good. Keep your balance. Don't fall over, Sarah. Keep your balance. All right, and there we go. Okay, stand up and shake it out a little bit. Aw, Ivan is lending his support to you. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Tell him. Oh, he says get a drink of water. Okay, get a drink of water. Okay, you're going to stay on your non-dominant side, and you're going to do 31 advances, 31 lunges, 31 retreats, and 31 advanced lunges. Then we'll take a 2-minute break and go to some different patterns that you would do if you were going to be fencing for real, and actions that you could do off the line. Okay, so here we go. Still on your non-dominant side, 31 advances. Change up the size of those advances. You can change the speed of those advances. Here, Bubba, come here. Here. There we go. You stay right there. Okay, you should be almost done if you're not done already. I know this is your non-dominant side, so it might take you a little bit longer. All right, move on to those 31 lunges. Get your arm extending just a little bit before you move your front foot. Vary the size of these lunges. You can vary the speed of these lunges too. Remember to keep your shoulder relaxed, your elbow relaxed as well. Not bent like this, but out, just not all the way out. You guys know better than that. Be really careful of your space. The people that might be walking through that space to get to the kitchen. The pets that might be interfering with your practice. Here, come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay, no, you can't climb on me. All right, there we go. Okay, you should be reaching the end of those lunges. You guys should hear Ivan. He is purring up a storm right now. He's purring in solidarity. He's sending you healing purrs. Okay, move on to those 31 retreats. Again, vary the size and the speed of those. Keep your balance. Keep your feet shoulder width apart, except on the part, of course, where you're reaching back. I mean, that's going to be a little bit wider than that. Okay, you should be reaching the end of those. Okay, then you've got 31 advanced lunges to go before you get your 2-minute break. Again, get that hand moving before you move your foot. Keep your balance. Always recover backwards. Make sure that you stay out in your lunge long enough to check your balance. We all know this is going to be a more difficult side. It's okay to do this a little more slowly. It's better to have good form and keep injury free than to push yourself into an injury, or by doing sloppy technique, making yourself fall over, being off balance. Remember, you should be landing on your heel, and then that toe comes down like an airplane. Wheels on the airplane first, then the nose comes down, as Coach Chris likes to say. Okay, you should be getting toward the end. All right, and everybody halt, done or not. You've got 2 minutes, starting the timer for that. During this time, get a drink of water. Just like before, you should be moving around. Shake it out, stretch your hips, stretch your legs a little bit, jog a little bit in place. Just keep your heart rate up. We don't want it super high right now. This should be active rest, not just collapse on the ground and rest or sit on the ground and rest, but active rest. Okay, while you're getting your water and you're doing that, let me tell you what the different patterns are going to be. We didn't tell you this ahead of time, so don't worry about it if you don't have one. But if you've got your line on the ground, it would be good to go to that line. You're going to be practicing some different patterns that you would do off the line. The first one is going to be an advance and then a half advance with a provoke. You'll retreat, jump back, and then double advance lunge. So that would be an in and out where you're making your opponent attack you, you're pulling out of the way, making them miss, and then double advance lunge to hit them back. So one more time, that'll be advance, half advance with a provoke, retreat, jump back, then double advance lunge. This all might have to be very tiny based on the space that you've got. Okay, you've got about 15 seconds left, and then we'll start doing that pattern. I'll walk you through the first 2, and then you'll do 8 more on your own. This is hopefully an action that you have performed before. If not, I think you'll catch on really fast. Okay, here we go. On guard. Everybody do advance, half advance with a provoke, retreat, jump back, double advance lunge. When you're coming forward, it's your hand that starts moving right before your foot starts moving. Okay, here we go. One more time, I'm walking you through. Get back to that line if you have one. Advance, half advance with provoke, retreat, jump back, double advance lunge. Okay, I'm going to set the timer for about 1.5 minutes. Hopefully you can do roughly 8 of those on your own in that amount of time. If you can't, it's okay. Just like before, it's better to do these well than to do them so fast that you're not doing them properly. You're building muscle memory here, and you want to train your muscles to move in the appropriate manner. However, you don't want to go so slowly that you're not getting a workout either. So find that happy medium. Okay. About half your time is up. Okay, if you're not done, then keep going, but listen to me explain the next one at the same time. Okay, so the next one, you're going to start with double advance. You'll do a check step. Then you will do a slow advance and then fast advance lunge. So in this scenario, you're doing a preparation. When they attack, you get out of the way just a little bit. It's open distance, so it doesn't have to be a huge action. You'll do a slow advance because you don't want them to counterattack you, and then you'll quickly do advance lunge and hit them before they can get away. Okay, let's do that together. Do double advance and then check step. That, if you don't know what a check step is, it's where you go back foot then front foot. It's just enough to shift your weight so that you could avoid a counterattack. Do a slow advance and then fast advance lunge. On that fast advance lunge, it's your hand that starts moving just a tiny bit before your front foot moves. I'm going to walk you through that one more time. Double advance, check step, slow advance, fast advance lunge. Okay, good. 8 more times, please. As you're practicing this, imagine making someone just miss with that check step, being cautious because they're known to counterattack, and then hurrying up and hitting them. Do mindful practice here. Imagine that you've got a blade coming for you that you need to avoid. You're just a little afraid they'll counterattack, and then you need to hurry up and get them before they get you. Double advance, check step, slow advance, fast advance lunge. Okay, you should be finishing up. The last pattern that we're going to do this evening is a Coach Chris special. This would be where he likes to do just one advance, but he also taught us you can do this with double advance. So you'll do a double advance, you'll stop, breathe, retreat, lunge. So what that does, you're letting them attack you. As they lunge, you're making them miss, and then you're hitting them right back. So double advance, which will be really small. You'll stop, take a breath, retreat, then lunge. If you would rather do a jump back rather than a retreat, you can do that as well. Okay, so we're going to do this together. Everybody do a small double advance, stop, take a breath, retreat or jump back, and then lunge and hit. One more time. Double advance, stop, take a breath, retreat, lunge back. And of course, depending on your opponent, in an actual situation like this, it might not be just a lunge. It might have to be advanced lunge. If you're tall like Coach Chris, it's probably just a lunge. So again, double advance, stop, breath, retreat or jump back, and then lunge. Okay, 8 more, please. That breath is probably one of the hardest things to do because you've got someone charging at you pretty forcefully, and you have to stay calm in the face of that. And as they attack, all of a sudden you're not there anymore, and then you make them pay for that mistake. Okay, those of you that have access to the SugarWOD app, at the very bottom Here, I'm going to put this up here. At the very bottom of the footwork workout, we've got a frowny face, an okay face, and a smiley face. If you have just done this workout and you have access to this app, please let us know your reaction to this particular workout. You can add comments. We'd love to hear from you. If you have any suggestions about things that you'd like to do in the future, go ahead and put them there. All the coaches from Cutting Edge are checking those frequently, especially Coach David and myself. We genuinely want you to interact with us. That's the whole reason that we're using this app. You gonna say goodbye to everybody? Okay. Thanks, everybody.
All right, guys, hope you enjoyed tonight's Footwork broadcast. SabreCats, we're going to head over to Zoom right now. You should be able to get access to that using the same way you did last night. It's going to be a link in the SugarWatt app or on the Zen Planner calendar. Go ahead and log on to that. We'll get that started up here right now. Take a free break, and we'll get started with our drills class. Get your targets set up, and I've got something good ready for you guys tonight. See everybody tomorrow.